Hello, it's Misin, and welcome back to another video. And in this video, I'll be dropping Tilted Towers 100 times. The most iconic Fortnite POI, dropped into 100 times. Can I make it out of this madness? Season 6 is my favorite season, and I thought I should drop probably the most iconic Fortnite POI 100 times in my favorite season of all time. And I'll tell you what, I die a lot, but that's Tilted for you. Anyway, shout out to Luke the Notable for the original video idea. These videos wouldn't be possible if he didn't exist. And I think you're just dying to see game number 1. So here we are, game number 1. One game that will spiral into 100. I dropped near the apartment, near the clock tower for my first drop of the game. I wasn't too confident going into the big buildings yet. With how chaotic Tilted can get, especially when your first games, you definitely don't want to go to the big buildings. Especially if you've never been to Tilted before. I'm talking to anyone who was born in the year 2016. I was able to leave Tilted with my life, which is something you will not see often. Was running towards Shifty and a little bit too salty until I found someone near a shack. Almost hit his head. Definitely would have killed him if I did do that. On 6 HP on top of Fish, and somebody sniped me with their hand cannon. Game 3, there's a guy right down there. Led to nothing. At Shifty, and there was another guy near me. He couldn't find me for some reason. Rotating, and I saw the 8-legged creature who is a humanoid. His spidey sense couldn't dodge his own rocket. The divot, and I got into a huge fight with 2 other people. Came down and pumped him pretty hard, pause. And then I came up with my grappler, he didn't expect it, and pumped him again, pause. Now it's a 1v1 scenario, and this guy has built a whole save the world base to win this game. I didn't go around to get the jump on him, and I definitely did, but he took off a big chunk of my health. Was missing like way too many pump shots, like way more than I should have not have been. Pretty sure he didn't have any mats to get back up to the mountain because he was running, and I won the game! The first of very few. To be honest, I kinda don't like winning too early in the video. It's just that it kind of makes people maybe click off early because I've already won a game. I don't know, I think one of the cool things about 100 drops is guessing how long it takes for me or anybody to get their first win, if you know what I mean here. Well, looking around trying to find the guy, and I saw him greeting on the person he killed, so I had to end him, and then I got avenged for the guy that died by him. I'm telling you, man, it just feels so good doing that, getting avenged for somebody who died. Threw a clinger up there to distract him, and I went over behind him and killed him. I'm telling you, this is one of the perfect loadouts you'll ever see. Also, I went over to the bridge and made it look more flashy. I would say I'm proud of it. Honestly, probably scared this guy to death when I first shot him with my shotgun. Later on, I found another guy, and we had a little bit of a build battle. Got near him, and if he had a headshot there, it probably would have been over for me, man. Well, don't matter, because when I was getting pushed, another guy came over, and yeah, we just landed. I don't know what your thought was pushing me, especially because you missed your pump shot. Saw one guy fighting another guy, and decided a third party, and I went in and took his wall, and then I just pumped him in his face. He was not ready for that. Other guy took notice and came for me, but he wasn't ready for my pumping at all. Kinda miss when you could find legendaries and purples on the ground, man. Kinda miss that. Also, I don't show it here, but the AK is one of the best guns, especially Season 6 AK. Best gun. One of them, at least. Getting a kill with the AK is one of the best feelings in the whole wide world. Convince me. Well, 8 wasn't much better than 7. At least 19 we last longer. I mean, not much longer, but at least top 6 longer. Alright, game 10. 10% done with this. But that unfortunately means I have to play 90 more games. And I also had to take my dog out. It's quite peaceful. Somehow did not die here, too, by the way. And I gave this guy an earthquake, because he's staying in a turret, and I earthquaked this game.
It doesn't make any sense.
Thank God for stink bombs. I could actually push people out of boxes without having to risk going down there and get my ass handed to me. Alright, well, I am 4 HP, and I cannot get touched by Storm right now, or else I am dead. Really lucky how Shotgun did not do enough damage here to kill me. That was just luck. Now I got a zone pull that isn't really my way, which is really bad. Made it up the mountain and I hit this guy pretty hard and killed that guy as well, but I lowered the first guy and eventually he dies the storm and I win. You could tell I was pretty shocked to win that. Left tilted with bot blood on my hands and only one kill of it. Yeah, you know, I'm not killing anybody when they have a purple pump and I have a blue tack. I'm gonna be honest, tilted was pretty boring. So boring that if you slow down the footage here, you can see that the shotgun shells don't even hit me. And I still die. I'd almost have got to your loadout and me and this guy killed each other. Man, gold pump in my inventory? There's no way I lose any of these fights. I don't want to talk about it. Lost so bad I got sniped by another guy, unfortunately. Okay, at least my recording is more than 10 minutes in this one, finally. Yeah, I'm telling you, I die like way too much, man. 7 HP and I'm scrounging around for heals. I need anything, man. I don't know, I think this guy just pulled a game 15 me and just jumped off and had no mats. Just blew this guy's shit straight off, man. Holy shit. Bro, modern shotguns would probably hit that shit for 50 and I would have been dead. Anyway, I'm pretty sure you've noticed that it's a 1 versus 1. I was below 100 from that other encounter I had, so I just tried to push with as much aggressiveness just to throw him off his game, but it never worked, and unfortunately, I died. Hey, would you look at that? Game 14. All over again. I'm gonna be honest, I thought this was the same guy from last game, but it wasn't. Different username. Fun detected. Got this guy trying to search a llama, and I punished him for it. Am I the only one that actually misses llamas? Especially the ones that moved? You're not a true Fortnite baller if you don't know that the llamas used to move back in Chapter 2 Season 7 and onward. But unfortunately, right now, I'm not balling, unfortunately. I really want to take a map of everywhere I've died in Tilted and see how many places I've died at and where are the most buildings I've died at. Hey, game 23 is longer than 4 minutes. Man, people really need to stop cranking up more than 3 tiles. Like, I'm not gonna do a high ground retake that fast, man. Found the same motherfucker lacking in the apartment building and punished him for it. Killed a couple bots and the game got boring, so I'm just gonna skip to my death here. Just realized I forgot to wear the skin on game 18, so I'm now wearing it, but it's not 18 on the back row, so it wouldn't make sense, so it's game 24. Sometimes I just forget to wear Iceman. It happens. But I did kill this guy and I don't know what his plan was. Sometimes people just make all these 50-50 edits and most of the time it doesn't go well. Like this guy trying to promote his Twitch. Remember, I do not allow free promotion on my channel. You have to pay for it. This is some shit out of a Fortnite trailer. I'm not kidding. That was a direct hit on that guy. But unfortunately, when I went to loot him, another person sniped at me and I barely had any mats. When I went to go mini up, he was coming. And coming pretty hard. So I stood behind my build here, farmed a couple mats, he came over, and I exploded him, at least attempted to, and then I tried to kill him again, got him, but then when I was looting him, another person came over because, you know, I can just never get a break, and unfortunately, right after, I went to have my rocket launcher out because it was my only option, and, hit him, but unfortunately, no mats led to my death. 27 wasn't much better anyway. I went to do this and he edited above me. Game 28 wasn't either better anyway, unfortunately for me. I'm telling you, I die a lot, and I mean a lot when this honor drops. At least game 30 is more than 3 minutes long in my recordings. You know, hard to come by. 2 other people came and started fighting, so I went up here to try and surprise one and try and gain visibility over everybody. Killed 2 bots and another person came over to try and kill me. No sort of quick healing and minis on me, so this is going to be a really tough fight. With no healings and the amount of mats I had left, I was bound to lose this fight, unfortunately. Ran up to Trump Tower where I saw this one guy hiding behind the air conditioners, and he popped me pretty good. I don't know if this guy's mouse disconnected or whatever, but I killed him. Killed another person lacking in the building. Unfortunately, died to a trap later on. Killed this guy in the Wild West with my revolver that I got from my local drug dealer. Right below me, and my only hope is this quad launcher because the tac doesn't do any fucking damage whatsoever. In L apartments, and I only got 2 shotguns to my name. Building was getting blown up, so I had to move outside, and this one person was camping on top. Then I realized that was my build, so I came down, and I went in, he edited the floor, unfortunately, and killed him. But right when I go to loot him, another person comes through and kills me. It has come to this. Hopefully this skin will make me play better. It's in the thing. You know, Fortnite rules, you put on the superhero skin, you immediately become better at the game. Left tilted and sitting pretty. Got into salty where it got a little salty. Storm came in, I'm not about to get pressured by Storm and die because of it, so I decided to run from this guy. Looking behind the rock, and I picked this guy off fighting another guy. Thank God for the AK, I love this gun. Storm pushed me in, I got this guy pretty low, but then unfortunately I got third party by another person shooting at me. It's kind of karma for what happened I did earlier. Trying to get the safety, got my stuff blown up, and another rocket hit me. I don't know if this is a real player or not, but I'm gonna say he is. Nothing else interesting until my death. This guy mantles up here and gets me. You don't see 92 headshots often anymore. It's all gotta be like 50, you know? Really sucks. Tilted got tilted, if you know what I mean. Later on, I dropped down here and I killed this Tyler. The other guy got him killed. To be honest, if I was that other guy, I would have been so mad. Build battling and tilted reminds me of the good old days. Instead, now everyone just camps in boxes until the other person gets impatient. It really sucks. You can see there's mushrooms, but I must have not have cared because I didn't pick them up and I definitely should have. 1 HP could be all the difference you need to survive. Once I saw that play counter down, as you can see, I pushed him to try and make him not heal so I could, you know, kill him. Really dumb mistake I did here. Out of just impulse, I went for a double edit, then realized my mistake, but it was too late. He phased through the wall. Pretty sure that's a real player, but I don't get these snipes that often. Doesn't matter. I go to place a portal fortress to protect myself, but there's a person up here that kills me. Probably should replace my floor pieces above me so I don't get killed like this. Early on, die. That's tilted. Haven't won a game in what feels like forever. For you, it's only going to be like 10 minutes because I'm editing all this, but for me, it was like a whole week where I didn't win. I don't know if you know this, but whenever I record 100 drops, I try and limit myself to play 5 games per day. Not only to keep my sanity from going on insane losing streaks with how I did this 100 drops, but to also keep myself fresh. I don't feel like I'm overworking myself whenever I record. Now, there are some days I do play 10 games, but that's only if I'm playing really good and if I'm motivated to, but for the most part, I try and stick to 5. The only exception to that rule was with the Crime City 100 drops, when I did like 10 games per day and a couple days 12. That was probably the most exhausted I've ever been making 100 drops, and I don't think I uploaded for a while after it. At the time of recording, it was spring break, so I really wanted to take advantage of it and just do a 100 drops in a week, but that didn't happen. I couldn't even get all the 100 games done within the 9 days I had. I actually got it done within 11 days, but I was still burnt out after it. Yeah, never overworking myself like that, ever again. Alright, game 48 actually isn't bad at all. Yep, I kill a couple real players for once, and I kill this guy who made sure not to block his rear. Am I the only one that actually misses on how the pump sounded and how much damage it did? I think I am. And the AK, man. AK sounded so good until the recent sounds. I feel like Fortnite just changes things for change now instead of to actually make the item or the gun or whatever better. Like, the pump before Chapter 2 Season 4 was perfect. I wouldn't change a single thing about it, and then they just change it just for the sake of change. It just pisses me off. Especially because they're afraid to make some guns like powerful like the AK. Like, holy shit, man. Like, majority of the OG weapons just feel so good to use, and I wouldn't change a single thing about these ones. Except attack. I'm sorry, I'm not using attack until they put the purple and gold version in the game. From then, I'm not using this damn tack. I feel like the last chapter to have guns that really feel good to use was Chapter 4, and that's only a select few in my opinion. Well, I was able to win this game with my rocket launcher. I know he's kind of mad over it. You don't know how grateful I was to finally fucking win a game. Unfortunately, it's right back to losing and going back on a losing streak. halfway done, and halfway done through the suffering. Not kidding, right back to sucking at the game, and I hate it so much. I hate feeling like I'm bad. Sometimes these people just name themselves the weirdest things, like I'm not trying to do geometry right now. Found the guy third-partying me, and then he hiding in the building, and he didn't know I was behind him. Man, in some of these games where I do well early game, I just get bitched on, like, later. Kinda sucks. I'm running out of jokes for when I die early. Seriously, I am. Leave some in the comments below, and I might use them. Let's see, can I think of one for next game? Looks like I had my eyes on Instagram Reels instead of the guy in front of me. He went to replace my triangle or take my floor, and I came out, and then I edited him, and then I pieced him up. He must have the reaction time of a houseplant, because he did not shoot back. Came out to the middle of Tilted where I fought another guy, and we diddled around for a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, that was a really risky shot I took. He easily could have killed me there. Right after, another person came for me, and you can pretty much guess where it goes. Oh yeah, we're getting Rio Game 58. We got the John Wick skin on. Not the OG one, because I don't have it, but, you know, this one will do. Just kind of popping off in the early game here. I killed this guy when he was grappling toward me. And what is that name? That is, so I picked up attack shotgun, and this other guy came for me. 35 damage on him with attack, by the way, right there. It generally baffles me on how some of you actually like attack shotgun. Trying to kill someone in a turn while sniping, I hit him once, but then his turret protected him from my second shots. Hey, did you know I swapped game 58 and gave 57 around? Really trying to see if you're paying attention to the video. Found one guy named Jaden Daniels. I killed Jaden Daniels. Goodbye, Commander Season. Oh shit, that's right, your season's already down the drain. Sorry, just hate the Commanders after that one Hail Mary play they had on us last season. For once, I actually don't have attack, which means I actually might win this game. You know, I am really trying not to get pressured by Storm as I'm trying to fight somebody, so I'm trying to jump the gun here. Don't worry, while he was grappling, I went over and I shot a rocket launcher at him to kill him, and I don't care that you're on 30 FPS. Now I'm essentially playing Bird Box, where I'm just sitting from my Bird Box and watching if anyone moves so I can jump the gun on them. I really ain't risking being shot first, and this guy has the reaction time of a houseplant, so he was a pretty easy kill. Guy deploys a Porta Fortress, so he's pretty easy finding, and then he hits the bounce pad, which shoots him out here. I just know that was not part of his plan, and then he started to gas me, and I came up and trapped him in his own box, which he couldn't escape. And I won! Always happy when I go on a losing streak for a little bit, then finally win a game. You'd have no idea how good it feels. Guy outside there, and I'm trying to shoot at him, but it doesn't go too well because he has a shotgun. After that loss, I went in and found a John Wick, and I killed him. I ain't scared of these motherfuckers no more. Ran down to Dusty to try and find heals, and I ran into a trap after. Now I'm top 5, and I'm just trying to snipe. I'm not trying to get into any kerfuffles. And well, I tried to go up to snipe this guy, but he sniped me first. Found one motherfucker camping on top, and I dealt with him. Rotating outside of Tilted, and I found this one guy camping. He eventually fell down the mountain all the way, and I was eventually able to get him. Had the hardest fumble in this clip. I literally missed all of my shotgun shots and my AR shots. And yeah, it led to some really bad things that you'll see in right now. Because Fortnite decided to disable OG mode for a little bit, now we're in Season 7. When the season started, I originally thought they weren't going to shut off OG until the Battle Bus came back on, or whatever they were talking about. But they did, and I had to wait 12 days for me to record and get this video finished, so I was on a time crunch essentially after everything. I actually wanted this video out on the 11th of December, but that didn't happen, obviously. I was pissed. I really wanted to get this video done, and now I was on an even more time crunch to get it out. Season 6 is my favorite season of all time, and I really wanted this entire 100 drops to be in Season 6, but it didn't happen, and I'm kind of mad over it. But more people like Season 7 than Season 6, so maybe this video will do better because of that. Anyway, shot this guy down for the kill. Didn't feel good doing it, but a kill is a kill to say the least. Wasn't long before I found another guy in Tilted. He was pretty aggressive and pretty good. I had a real challenge here. No builds left, and I really should have not won this fight at all. I had no builds, and this guy was way better than me. He just had very bad reaction time here. And ladies and gentlemen, that's why you do not get too greedy for kills, or else that stuff happens. 1 versus 1, and I pretty much have the loot I need to win and the mats. I don't need to do too much here. And I actually just noticed I had 16 traps in my inventory. Jesus Christ. Little fun fact, I've actually never got a trap kill in the entirety of my OG drop series, and I'm not kidding. You could go watch all the videos to find out. Anyway, didn't even trap kill him here, which I probably should have done, but I didn't want to risk it, so I won. You know, of course, I went on game 6-7. Well, it's back to dying. You know how close it is. Is game 69 nice? The answer is no, it is not nice. Am I literally the only one that does not like this new death screen? I swear, man, they just change things just for change half the time, I swear. Not the best position to be in when you're about to die and killing someone else. Legendary AK off the bat, you know this game is gonna be a good game. Pretty much sandwiched between 2 players, one behind me, one in front of me, and one's got a grenade launcher. Came out of my hidey box and I went to go look at the vending machines and got sniped. There's like 4 people around me. I snipe one guy comes and backshots me, pause, and then eventually he just kills me with a good shot here. Game 75, I finally got a turn kill. I've been meaning to do this for a long time. I just remember how busted the turns used to be back then. Holy shit. Heard grenades coming my way and had a brain malfunction and eventually died from not reacting in time. Yeah, died pretty early again, got trapped, and nothing good happens. Got a heavy shotgun though, I'm feeling pretty good now. The heavy's actually decent in OG. The dude had me at 20 HP. I don't know why he didn't pursue me in anything. Had no chance but to take a fight on 75 HP, and I died, unfortunately. Impressive snipe I had here. I don't get these snipes often. Came outside of the apartment building and another guy came at me. He ran into the building here and I went to go loot, picked up the purple pump and everything. Now I'm basically playing whack-a-mole with this guy and I just got pretty fucking tired, so I just started exploding the damn building. Once he heard I was using explosives, he ran into the garage building over here and he didn't take a look at his angles, so I used the garage door here and pumped him. Found the guy outside of the Salty Springs and I missed my pump shot. Doesn't matter, he ramped up on me and I pumped him. You have no idea how good it feels to headshot pump someone in their head. Well, it's back to dying off spawn like crazy again. I hate these freaking games, man. But hey, on the bright side, it's less time for me to edit. Actually dominated that game with snipers, it just sucks I got killed by another person. Did I already wear the skin? I'm not sure. I can't remember. Landed and I got the gun first, so I proceeded to have a massacre among all the citizens. But I got slimed by another person on my block, unfortunately. Well, another guy. Well, this is pretty awkward. Got boogie bombed by another person, but then that person got slimed by another person. And then when I went to band-aid, that other person came for me, got the ball, and then killed me. Ruh-roh, Raggy, I'm gonna get killed here. This guy had really good timing into my shotgun shots. Found another person near Trump Tower and I killed him. He had a heavy, but that heavy wasn't gonna save me. I really do not want to talk about that last game. Final 10 games, final stretch. Can I win a game? Let's see. Someone thought it would be a good idea to throw out a bunch of boomboxes, and with a bunch of boomboxes, just kept destroying the builds, and yeah. I am so desperate for a win that I left tilted early. I'm not kidding. I was that desperate for a win in this final stretch. And it paid off. I found a legendary pump shotgun on the ground. I was so desperate that I hid in a shack. I'm not kidding. I hid this entire game. Hid for so long, I actually checked my challenges just to see what I could do later after I'm done with this recording session. Zone closed in and it was showtime. I finally got out of the shed and I started killing people. But I hit this guy, sniped him, then my shotgun hit for 44 and I couldn't hit another shot after. Shows ya that sometimes hiding just ain't the way to go to win a Fortnite game. I need a win, and I need one like right now. Like right now, this game. Like, I am trying my absolute hardest right now to win. I'm not kidding. Stayed in tilted a little too long and storm came closing in, so I just started shooting at people who were in front of me. I really do not know if that guy was real or a bot. I can't tell. Well, another guy took notice, and while fighting, the storm started closing in. And he got me pretty low, so it was pretty much over. Once again, another guy who got too greedy for the kill. Hit him pretty low with weak pump shots, and then he came rushing up because he knew I was low, but it didn't kill me. Another guy came near our apartments to try and fight me, and I went down and he didn't cover his angles. Man, for some reason, with new snipers I suck, but with the older snipers, I'm actually decent with. Found another guy and my PC decided to have a brain malfunction and I died because of it, for some reason. Game 96, I shot this guy and missed all my pump shots, and then he just sprayed me down with a minigun for the kill. After a while, I finally got into a fight in Tilted, not one with a bot. Another guy on top of Trump Tower, and he was shooting at me and got me pretty low. Well, you know what happens next. I need a win, and I need one, like, right now, man. It's getting out of hand. Got only 2 more games. Can I do it? I hope I can. You guys truly don't know how much I was holding my breath when I was doing these fights, man. I was desperate for a win. I wanted one so badly, man. Was looting in Tilted and Trump Tower until another person came along, and I used the Porta Fortress play to grab a floor above him, and I killed him because of it. It's pretty funny. Almost died though. Still, sometimes I use Porta Fortress just to grab floors. Top 5, and I'm fighting a guy that just took me to 1 HP. Right here, soon. Watch. Yeah. On 51 HP, I was able to kill a guy that was below me, and another guy started shooting at us. And well, the other guy came over, and there's a person up on the mountain that decided to kill me. And this is it. Game 100. Or so you think. My dumbass accidentally recorded 2 extra games. Happens. I'll show you them, but I'm not going to commentate them. It's just going to be split up. So, after driving myself into sanity for 100 games dropping Tilted, did I improve? Because that's the whole point of the video here. In the first half of this 100 drops, I had a total eliminations of 96, with my average being 2 kills per game. And if we're talking placement, I had a total of 1,900 with an average of 38. In the second half of the other 50 games, I got a total eliminations of 84 with an average still of 2, and a total placement of 2,202 with an average placement of 44. And throughout the entire 100 drops, I had a total eliminations of 180, with my average being 2 throughout the entirety, and my total placement being 4,102, with my average placement being 41, and I had a win rate of 6%. So, the answer is no, I did not improve, at all. And I think my mistake was honestly staying in Tilted for too long, but I did die off spawn a lot, so, you know, this is a really hard 100 drops, man. I knew I probably wasn't going to do too well. So, with that information, I would like to thank you so much for watching this video and watching to the end. I greatly appreciate everybody who watches these videos, and if you subscribe and like, I'll continue doing all this stuff. I have a lot of fun making these. And thus, I'll see you in the next video soon. And I'm gonna leave you now. Goodbye.